I was 8 months old, so I don't really remember it, and we was living in Scotland at the time because that's where I was born. And I remember when my mum found out, she was relieved, which sounds strange because you shouldn't be relieved to find out your child has a lifelong condition, really. But it was a case of she'd been told, well, it could be this and it could be that, so it was nice to have answers and medication for me to be treated. And then when I was 2, I was given the Montelukast tablet, which wasn't like legal here yet, it was just trial in Scotland, and it worked, so she was relieved to finally have something that would be able to keep her daughter out of hospital. So she was relieved when I had that, and it was a big relief on the family to be able to give me something that is now able to like treat my condition. When I was 4, we moved from Scotland to England because my dad lives here, and it got worse, and then that's when I met Dr. Jeeva, and I had to get my condition treated more because it just got progressively worse as I was older. It's stable for a bit when I was in primary school, but then as I went through the transition between primary school to high school, it got worse again. Mainly because of like the stress and the anxiety of like transition. Even though myself I didn't feel anxious about going, it has an effect on you emotionally and it triggers it. So it got worse, and it resulted in me going to hospital a number of times, like just in and out constantly. I put on lots of weight through steroids and all the inhalers I was on, and it was just like a constant battle for it to stable. And now I'm 18, it's like last year to now, it's finally sort of stabling again, and I can live a sort of normal life. At the minute, now it's good. I can do things like go out with my friends and feel safe in myself, but when it's at its worst, you feel anxious, you feel like you can't really leave, you can't do too much things that got put too much strain on you because it scares you to know that it's something you can't control. It's something that's going to happen regardless of whether you can stop yourself from going outside. It can happen inside or outside. It's not a condition you can say, right, I'm not going to go there because that's going to stop it. Like an allergy, you can stop it, you can not eat the stuff, whereas asthma, there's nothing you can really do to stop it. I was really ill in 2011, and I was about 14, and they said another 5 minutes and I wouldn't have made it, which was scary for everyone because Mum thought she was going to lose me, and so did my dad, and everyone was upset about it, and I don't normally cry, but it's okay. I remember saying to my mum that this is it, and that I loved her, and I didn't want her to be sad. And it felt like I could feel myself not being able to breathe. It was like suffocating from the inside out. And I remember when I come round that I still felt really ill, and I had drips and all sorts coming out of me and different medication, and all the doctors were surprised that I'd come round and I shouldn't have made it. And I just remember my mum saying that if I ever get like that again, she'd never forgive me. And then my sisters, who I always argue with, come in, and they was over the moon. And it was scary to know that there was something like that could happen that I had no control over. I can't believe I've cried. I can't believe I've done that because I don't normally cry. I'm not a crier. But yeah, it's just one of those things that if I didn't have as good a relationship with my family and my doctor that I did have, I probably wouldn't have got over that as fast or as quickly as I did. They said it should have took me months to recover, and I was in and out of the hospital within the month. So, and that's never happened since, and that's the one time I thought that my condition could kill me. The support from my doctor that I have, the support from my family, and just the education I've been given on it, because a lot of people view asthma as not a serious medical condition, which it obviously is, because for something to be able to suffocate you from the inside out, it's a pretty serious, that's what it basically is. People just disregard it as, oh, you've got a blue inhaler and it's fine and it's over and done with, but it's not. because for a lot of people it requires a lot more medication and a lot more control that affects asthma. It sort of triggers like a domino effect. So I was on steroids, which affect my weight, which can then give you other conditions. It can also affect your bones and all sorts of things, and it can mean everything around you's got to be monitored, not just your asthma. So it affects a lot of people and a lot of things. So it's just one of them things. That it's not just asthma. When someone laughs at you and goes, I've got asthma, or it's not just asthma, you can deal with it. It's not, don't put it down. If you're in school and a teacher says to you it's asthma, just take your inhaler, you'll be fine in 10 minutes. Don't listen to them. You know in yourself that it is more than what they're making out. If you feel that you can't breathe or it's starting to trigger something, I wouldn't listen to their opinion. Trust your own gut instincts and make sure they phone your parents or to let your mum know and let your dad know, and then get yourself in your doctors, because the longer you leave that, the worse it's going to get, and it could result in you ending up going to the hospital and having to go what I went through, and I wouldn't want to put anyone or the families through that.